So Kenny, what were your takeaways from the scrimmage after watching the film?
Yeah, I think honestly what I said after the scrimmage was the same way I felt. We didn't create enough takeaways. Offensively, great job not turning it over. Got to score in the red zone. Defense, great job scoring in the red zone. Offense, 48% on third and fourth downs. That's good. But if you can't get explosive plays and you can't score in the red zone, it's going to be a long year. So you got to be able to create explosive plays or score in the red zone. And defense, it's the definition of football. If you don't give up big plays and you play good red zone defense, you're going to be a pretty good defense. Yards don't matter, points do. But we do have to take away the ball at a higher rate. We're going to face teams who are better in the red zone. We're not just going to be able to bank on holding, teams to 6 field goals or 8 trips to inside the 30 and 15 points. Like, that's a very unrealistic, challenging goal to achieve. We got to get some 3 and outs. We got to get some takeaways.
Were those things more symptomatic or anomalous of what you've seen throughout camp?
To be honest, we're just getting in. This is when we kick off heavy situations. So we've installed those situations, but we're not offensively. We got to get better in those situations. You got to rep more. We got to get better versus what our defense does, and there's a lot to improve upon. But it's not like a concern from that perspective. I'm not concerned about that.
How do you practice explosives?
Play hard. I showed the guys the clips. Part of the reason there's no explosives is how hard our defense is playing. Defense is running the ball. So when you run to the ball, you think you have a one-on-one, then you don't. Because if you cut it back, you're tackled. So you have a one-on-one, but you can only, win with speed outside, and then you keep the cup. You force the cup back, and somebody else makes the play. Team defense. So the best defenses play so hard that explosives become so limited because they're not ball in hand explosives because you're chasing the ball. Now you just got to keep everything in front of you, then play good situational football. I think that's what the defense did on the red zone.
Kenny, what was your sense from when guys just walked into the building today about how more connected they were through camp team?
Yeah, there's no way they were more connected than you are being newly married, engaged though.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, congratulations. But the connection was, it was good, it was real. How corny was that? That was pretty good. But no, it was good. I think they bonded. It's Camp T. It's something that they'll remember forever, and I really think they grew closer together. But like I told them, now depth charts will start to slowly creep in, and this is where true adversity hits. Are you in here? Are you here for the team? And that's where this really shows up.
Did the reviewing the scrimmage nudge you a little bit closer to a determination on quarterback or how you see the running backs, pecking order, any of those things?
Yeah, I think Cutter had a really good scrimmage. I think minus a couple plays. I thought Mikey had a really good scrimmage. I think both those guys have kind of separated themselves. Jake's had a really good camp. Cam started out, and he's coming back now. He's getting back in. But I think it is, to answer your question, separating, or was there was a guy who had a better scrimmage than another, just from no turnovers and stuff like that. But it's still a competition.
Coach, right now, what do you feel is the most important thing to tighten up on?
Defensively, we got to create more takeaways. We got to be better on third down. It's great to have all those red zone stops, but the first 4 drives were about 30 plays. That would have been a 4-drive, probably would have been a 3.5 drive first half if that was a game. A real game, they would have played 40 snaps in 3.5 drives, and the only reason they didn't give up multiple points was an interception, right? Was offense error. So, not good. Like, we got to find a way to get 3 and outs. We got to find a way to get takeaways. We got to win third downs earlier in drives. We can't just rely on that. So that would be the area I would like to see. I'd like to see us, stop somebody before they cross half field. That's what the best defenses do. And then on offense, I'd like to see us have more explosive plays. And then I would like to see us score in the red zone. So I'd see those 2 things from a growth perspective is what I'm looking
Kenny,
for.
what's the key to get more takeaways from a coaching standpoint? Is it a mentality thing?
It's got to keep coaching it, keep punching at the ball. We did a great job early in camp, punching at the ball. You get in a scrimmage setting, and sometimes you forget about it. So we got to continue to try to get after the football, because at the end of the day, you create takeaways, you're going to win a lot of games.
Do you let the quarterback competition go to the very last moment, or is there more?
Just depends every year. It just depends every year. So, we're not done with camp yet. So I think we should get through camp first and then kind of go from there and really assess the entire camp before, because I don't think it was. I mean, I think both those guys have had pretty good camps. I mean, we looked at it yesterday. Those guys have combined for three interceptions in all team periods, all camp. That's pretty good when you're talking about taking care of the football. And one of those interceptions was a wide out cramping and falling off the field. So you're talking, hopefully that doesn't happen in the game. So you're talking 2 interceptions in a fall camp team period. That's pretty good.
Given the depth and the versatility of the backs, do you feel like there's a higher likelihood of using 3 or more guys this year compared to prior
I
years?
do. I forgot. I didn't answer that part of your question. Yes, I do. I do believe that I could see a tier of backs playing for us. I could see multiple backs playing this year as opposed to years past. I could 100% see that.
And how much does that help with what you're trying to do offensively?
That's what you want. You want to keep backs fresh. Most backs, other than really scat backs that I've coached, I've always played multiple guys. Last year was kind of a necessity to do that, but normally I'm a multiple back guy. I want multiple guys to touch the ball. I want to put them on the field at the same time. I want to get those guys touches all around the field, and you have to do that with multiple people.
What stands out about Mekhi Stewart this year?
He's just locked in. There's no MAs, no stupid full starts. He doesn't come out here tired anymore. He's grown up, and his play dictates that. He's had an unbelievable camp, one of the best camps we've had from a guard.
You had said during the first couple days of camp that you wanted to maximize efficiency as much as you could. Do you feel like that you guys have continued to do that as the camp has gone on?
Yeah, I do. I think, like I said, even today, instead of just shortening the practice, we added a 20-minute walk at the end. So we got 26 extra reps times 2, so 52 extra reps. So I do think we're trying to maximize the time we have on the field, and I think it's done that. We've been on the field about 20% less this camp, but we've run the same amount of team periods. We've run like 80% of the Skelly plays and the same amount of inside run. So we're kind of doing more or the same with less amount of time.